Although it's a weird position to think about developing, project tight ends do exist and can become productive players in the NFL. However, the prospect does need a solid foundation that can be worked on. Is Cade Stover a player that teams should invest their pick into? Find out in this 2-minute drill. Cade Stover has an average build for a tight end at 6'4 and 247 pounds. Stover enjoyed a very productive career at Ohio State after making the switch from defensive end to tight end. As a result of being fairly new to the position, Stover is not the most fundamentally sound player. This is very apparent in his blocking. Stover is very inconsistent in this facet of the game. When asked to move block, Stover has trouble picking up the correct assignments or making good decisions on his move path. On several occasions, he would miss a block or just straight up whiff. This is especially concerning for teams that ask their tight end to execute cutback blocks or pick up guys in space. In line, Stover can be simply ran over. He doesn't line up with a strong base or with good hand technique. This limits his ability to be a lead blocker on run plays. When Stover does connect, he's able to generate good push and he does have the ability to hold his own or create a running lane. He will need to clean up his technique in order to become more consistent and reliable in this phase. Stover is much better as a pass catcher. Doing his best work in line, Stover can attack the middle of the field running seams to exploit the soft spots in defenses. Stover greatly benefited from being on the field with a lot of high-end talent. He was a reliable dump-off option and could stress coverages that would have to double-team some of Ohio State's wide receivers. He is an above-average route runner and flashes the athleticism to make some tough catches. He's also good after the catch, being able to get to top speed and bowling over weaker defenders. For a pro comp, Cade Stover reminds me of Bryson Hopkins. Like Stover, Hopkins was a plus receiver as a tight end who needed to clean up his blocking and technique before seeing regular snaps. For a draft range, Stover is a pretty typical developmental tight end. He has solid traits but needs some coaching to improve. In a normal tight end class, these types of players would be a dime a dozen, but this class is far weaker than normal. Stover might start as a tight end 3 on a depth chart, but has the upside to work his way to a tight end 1 spot. Due to his potential and the lack of talent in this class, I would take Stover in rounds 3 or 4. And that's the 2-minute drill.